Hello everybody, it's Peter K from Restoration Design. We're going to do a little walkthrough of a 1969 911T wiring harness. We're going to later go to a body shop where we've installed one of these harnesses, so we'd like to walk you through what we have on the board here so you kind of see some of it gets hidden in the car. So starting off in the back in the engine bay, we've got our alternator harness. So it's a 10mm cable that runs to the point right here where it gets distributed, and then that runs through the tunnel as well. We've got a regulator, voltage regulator, and a relay. So this is for a T car, so it's carbureted. You won't see a lot of the MFI for the mechanical fuel injection componentry. Then we can move on to the tunnel harness. We've got the starter position and the 3 plugs, which are unique to the 69, or the 3 plugs that come off the tunnel harness. For those, we have fuse powered from the front, an ignition wire, and then the light wires, and furthermore, we have wires for the gauges. So light harness and gauge signals. So running through, we've got an e-brake signal wire. Oh, sorry, that's this one here. Your brake switch for your foot pedal, and then it runs to the gauges. So the wires you would have seen over there, your black, violet cable is for your tach signal. Green, red would be for your oil pressure. Yeah, and then we move to the front where the fuse panel is, and then the front lights. So the front light harness is unique to the 69 as well. It's got a power cable through it, so it's similar to a short wheelbase and also similar to a 70 car. So a bit of both. The 69 is a bit odd like that, but the same rhythm and rhyme as all 911s. A few additional harnesses that you're gonna wanna reference is a front light harness. So one for each headlight bucket. So that comes up into this guy here, these 2 sockets. And then we've also got some extra harnesses for the back. License plate light harness for your deck lid, and your rear light pod harnesses as well. Passenger side light harness, which would pair to this guy. So these mate together. And same thing goes to the driver's side, but also we have some extra wires here. We've got license plate light, and then we've got wires for a ignition positive, and that's your ignition signal for your start. So it runs off the starter wire. Super unique here is that we make all the plugs in-house. So we mold everything that you see in these harnesses here at Restoration Design, including all these little sub-assemblies like the white components. Yeah, so manufacturing start to finish. So there's other things missing here, like a battery cable, interior light harness, front luggage compartment, that's a huge one. That's gonna power all your switches. We don't have any in stock, we sold them all, so I don't have any to show you, but we'll show you in the car at Cambridge Collision. Peter K and Bert here on behalf of Restoration Design at Cambridge Collision, and we are here to talk about the full harness installation on this beautiful Tangerine 911T. This is a 1969. So you saw some of the harness at Restoration Design on the board. So we're gonna walk you through the installation. Right now, Bert, how many hours are we in on this?
We got roughly around 35 hours with maybe another 10 to go, but we think.
Yeah, like 10 of like fine tinkering finish work.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so we've done some interesting things on this car, namely in the engine compartment. We've got an MSD mounted in the stock regulator panel position. So that gives it a super clean look and integrates the MSD into the car appropriately. So let's do a little walkabout. Yeah, so just a short list of some of the harnesses we've got installed on this car. We've got front luggage compartment harness, so that feeds all the gauges and your switches. That's located up here, it's tucked in there. That's fairly complex harness. Then we've got a tunnel harness. We've got a front light harness. We've got an engine bay harness. For the 69, there'd be multiple in the engine bay, and we can go there and have a look. We've got aftermarket CDD auto gear fuse panels, so that uses a standard blade style fuse, cleans up the look, makes it a little more reliable. We do prefer these, but of course there are the enthusiasts that would like to stick to the original, and we understand. There's not much with respect to wiring inside of here. It'd be very similar to the short wheelbase video that we've done. You've got your cable for your handbrake switch, interior light harness.
Lights at the top here.
Yeah, Yeah, the key is on the other side is all the switch harness. So we've got a hazard switch harness, ignition switch. In the 69 version, they're integrated together, so slightly different than the 70 and on cars. And then an aftermarket radio, which was obviously, like every other radio, poorly wired by an audio shop, but we'll deal with that. But yeah, I'd like you to have a look in the engine bay.
Oh, we're also installing a camera, right? A dash camera?
Dash cam.
Dash cam, yeah, on this car, which is obviously is not original, but...
No, not an original 69 dash cam.
No.
But Bert's placed a few wires in the front luggage compartment harness to give it a clean installation, so the dash harness, the wires aren't floating around in there loosely. But here's the engine bay. Yeah, this is the MSD mounted on the panel. So Gabriel CAD'd this up for us at the shop, and then we had it laser cut on our machine. Slight differences. We've moved the voltage regulator over to the left to allow for the mounting of the MSD and the tack adapter. We've cut 2 of the relay positions off to give also the MSD some depth for mounting. And the fuel pump is in the stock position. And we've also got some Deutsch connectors for the MSD. Further, for the engine, we did a little custom harness for the distributor and the coil. This is using the shielded wire from an SC car. So starting in 69 until about 69 to 73, you would have seen the CDI harness had the large braid for shielding the wires, signal wires. But here we've gone for a tighter and cleaner look using the shielded green cable from an SC. So that really tightens up the package. And then we have our fairly standard engine harness here that will get mounted to the car when the engine's in. I mean, that was a quick summary, but it was a lot of work. It's close to 100 hours. We have to hook up the gauges. It seems to be a pain, eh?
Yeah, the gauges still have to go.
When the engine's in, it's gonna be pretty quick. You know, you got your coil and your distributor, your alternator wires, oil pressure, oil temp, and fuel pump. I mean, it'll run.
Yeah, lights at the front.
Oh yeah, front lights. Yeah, front lights.
Yeah.
The rear lights are already all hooked up. So you would have seen those harnesses at the shop. They're just they go from the inside here. This is the light harness from here, spreads out. And then on the inside of the fender is a short harness that feeds the housing for the lights. And yeah, we got your license plate lights. We need to hook those up still. We're getting there. Here at Cambridge Collision, Manny is the one that painted the car. This beautiful tangerine. He's done
actually Manny and Jerome.
Jerome too?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
In fact, it was mostly Jerome.
Mostly Jerome?
Mostly Jerome.
Okay, sorry, Jerome. Okay. So Manny just did the talking and did the work.
Yeah, Manny did the talking and Jerome did the painting. Yes.
That sounds about right.
And the body work.
Okay.
So.
And of course restoration design sheet metal where it was needed. So shout out to Jerome and Manny for doing such a beautiful job.
Beautiful job, yes.
On the 69. To find out more about our products and our work at Restoration Design, be sure to follow us on YouTube and Instagram for more content.